A group of people wake up trapped in a circle of strangers with no memory of how they got there, no exits, no answers, just a deadly electric current controlled by a single rule. The group votes, and whoever gets the most votes dies. At first, they try to work together, but the longer they stay trapped there, the harder it becomes for them to show their true nature. And that's when it becomes clear that the real horror isn't the system, it's each other. This twisted story begins when a soft light comes on, revealing people standing in a circle, unconscious. A young woman among them wakes up and calls out to the others, but nobody answers. She tries to move, and a buzzer goes off. She's standing on a red circle. Every direction she tries, another buzzer. Even reaching toward the soldier beside her triggers it. There's a glowing ring in her palm. A man across the room tells her to stay still. He tells her that whoever is behind this can see them. Neither of them have answers. Then another woman wakes up panicking. She moves before anyone can stop her, and a bolt of electricity from the center of the circle kills her instantly. The lights come on, and everyone wakes at once. One man dies immediately. The first man urges everyone not to move while a cop searches frantically for his gun. A beeping starts. One of the dead gets dragged away, his hand glowing. The charge builds and kills the first man before he can say another word. As the panic slowly settles, the guy in the hat realizes he's controlling a light on the floor. He moves it until it stops on a woman, and the electricity zaps her. He tells everyone else to try. They discover each person controls only their own light. The hat guy tells them plainly they are choosing who dies. The pregnant woman figures out the mechanics. Whoever gets the most votes gets zapped, and they vote by closing their hand. Someone suggests they all vote for the already dead. It doesn't work. They try not voting at all, every light comes on, and someone gets zapped anyway. The guy in the blue hoodie calls for calm and proposes that they vote off the oldest people first. Hat guy agrees. Blue hoodie says start from the right and go clockwise. The pregnant woman disagrees, but nobody has a better idea. The first old man begs. The zapper kills him. They try to remember how they got there. A man from the back remembers a traffic jam, then running, then darkness. Others remember the same. One man remembers being pulled into a ship, then a red room full of bodies he now thinks were drugged, not dead. The fourth old person claims to remember the aliens themselves. Half the group thinks he's lying to survive. He gets zapped anyway. Attention turns to the hat lady. She's only 52. She survived cancer. Blue hoodie argues she's still more likely to die soon, so she should go next. A doctor disagrees. Blue hoodie pushes harder. The group turns on him instead and votes him out. The cancer lady suggests they stop the age strategy and try to understand why each of them was chosen. A woman named Beth goes first, opens up about herself, and gets zapped mid-sentence. After that, most people shut down. Craig is the exception. He tells them the woman beside him is his wife and begs them not to hurt her. A man from the back admits he knows the doctor but won't reveal how he knows her. The beeping continues and takes another person. The Hispanic man can't speak English. The woman behind him translates. He has 3 daughters in Mexico. The man in the red tie tries to bring up immigration. The flannel shirt guy shuts it down, pointing out, "You don't need a green card to get abducted." Still, they ask, and he is an illegal immigrant. The beeping zaps a young girl in the front row instead. The cop recognizes a man named Raul and says he beat his girlfriend. Prejudice beclouds the exchange. Then Raul says his girlfriend got what she deserved. Next vote, Raul is gone. A blonde woman wonders if they're supposed to figure out who's good and who's bad. The man beside her thinks the aliens just want to watch them destroy each other. The beeping takes the blonde woman from the front row. The black man raises the question of race. Tension fills the room. The cop speaks next and reveals his discrimination plainly. The beeper sounds, and the cop dies. They try voting for themselves. It doesn't work. They try voting for the person beside them. Someone makes a mistake, and another person is gone. They try again, more carefully. But the pregnant woman and another man both get shown by a gold light from above. They have to choose who should die between the two. They vote. The man gets zapped. The man from the back admits he voted for him because he saw him targeting the pregnant woman. He says the game is designed to come down to her and the kid in the end. The blonde guy from the second row says getting rid of both of them now improves everyone else's odds. A vote ties between an older woman and the kid. They choose the older woman. Another tie between the pregnant woman and the kid. A man says kill them both and gets zapped for it. Craig suggests asking for volunteers. Nobody steps up until a teenager quietly offers. The group debates whether it's right to let him. An older man from the back steps forward in his place and walks off his circle. The man in glasses pressures the teenager again, and he steps out and dies. Everyone looks at the soldier. He refuses. He has a family, a baby he hasn't met. A woman from the back volunteers instead. She lost her son. The deacon tells her she'll see him again. She steps off. When they discover one man is a deacon, the man in the black suit turns on him. He declares the only god in the room is the zapper and starts hunting for atheists. The beeping starts. He's convinced they'll all vote for him. A young woman gets zapped instead. He keeps provoking everyone, even turning on the woman beside him with a cruel question. The next vote takes him out. Glasses brings up children as the next criterion. Craig mentions he and his wife have a daughter. Glasses argues those without children should sacrifice themselves. Red Tie asks a woman in the back if she has a husband or kids. She turns the question back to him. While he's answering, another woman gets zapped. The woman from the back shares her story. She's gay. Red Tie makes his position obvious. The group votes him out. The blonde guy raises the final question. What happens when only two are left? The man from the back suggests one of the final two would have to stop voting, effectively sacrificing themselves. Flannel Shirt says he'd do it. Cancer Lady says they need someone trustworthy to make that call. The translator says nobody can be trusted. A vote starts, the doctor and the man who knows her tie. They both die. Glasses start pushing to judge between the pregnant woman and the kid based on social contribution. The translator says the only thing that matters is that she's pregnant. Another vote starts and kills the hat guy instead. Glasses declares himself a banker, a contributing member of society, and talks down to everyone. The translator gets zapped. The man from the back points out that the translator was deliberately voted out because she would never target the kid or the pregnant woman. Sides are forming. The kid and the Hispanic man tie. He sacrifices himself for her. Glasses gets the soldier to his side against the girls. He and the blonde guy bring the couple and the black man with them. The next vote ties the kid with Glasses. The black man and the blonde guy say, let them both die. But only Glasses dies, and the wife withdrew her vote. She says she didn't switch, she just didn't vote. Flannel says they're all going to die in here, and it's better to go with some dignity. The blonde guy tries to recruit the blonde woman. When she refuses, he switches and suggests they vote out Flannel instead, buying more time. They do. The soldier suggests voting for the wife to test Craig. At the last second, Craig switches his vote. The soldier calls it, everyone votes for the black man. He dies. The blonde guy immediately turns on Craig, claiming they're not even really married. The group presses them. The wife can't remember Craig's name when asked. Craig admits the marriage was a lie. They kill him anyway. The fake wife says she wasn't lying about the child. The blonde guy reminds everyone they're all killers now and offers the fake wife a deal. Join him, and he'll protect her. He tries to recruit the silent older man, who says nothing. A vote starts and ends in a 5-way tie. When they vote again, only the blonde guy survives. He pushes on, asking the pregnant woman for her vote. She refuses. The deacon apologizes to her and steps off. The blonde guy offers the man from the back a trade, one of the girls votes, in exchange for the fake wife. Everyone votes except the older man. The wife dies. The man from the back points out that the older man never voted once the entire time. The blonde guy and the man from the back argue over him, but the man from the back has already made a quiet arrangement with the pregnant woman. The zapper kills the blonde guy. 4 remain. They vote out the older man. No other choice. 3 are left, the man from the back and the 2 girls, the pregnant woman and the little girl. He tells them the aliens are likely running an experiment, studying how humans judge each other under pressure. The pregnant woman asks why they would make them kill each other to do it. He says that's exactly how you see what people are made of. Then he tells them he can't make the final decision for them. They have to choose between themselves. The kid has already decided. She'll go for the sake of the baby. He tells her they'll step out together, but the moment she steps off her circle, he votes for the pregnant woman. Both women fall. He's still standing, still trapped. Another vote begins. He doesn't vote. When the beeping stops, he's tied with the baby. He votes for the baby. He wakes up outside, staring up at a spaceship. He stands. He sees that the ships are multiple. As it turns out, from the very beginning, he had been playing everyone in that room, every vote, every deal carefully calculated. He knew exactly what he would do if he made it to the final round. He saved himself. In the end, one by one, the masks came off. People who seemed decent started showing their true colors. The man and woman who lied about being married just to survive. The hoodie boy who showed that he would do anything just to survive. The opinions of the man in the red tie, and finally the man who survived. They all showed what they'd do and how far they would go to survive. The aliens didn't have much work. They just built the trap and watched how the people inside destroyed each other. But the man from the back, the survivor, who seemed calm and quiet, was actually calculating and planning how best to survive. Every person he appeared to help, he was actually using. Every vote he cast had a purpose. When he told the kid they would go together, it was a lie. When it came down to him and the baby, he voted for the baby without hesitation. He walked out of that room while everyone else was gone. Not because he was the best person there, but because from the very beginning he was the only one who never forgot that the whole thing was a game. That's it for today's story, everyone. But before you go, I gotta ask, if it was down to you or a child in a life-and-death situation, would you sacrifice yourself? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more twisted stories like this.